Also cutting across right now to the visuals that are coming in from the Election Commission. It's a story where now the opposition parties have cobbled up after the EC announced dates for assembly polls in 5 states. They are saying that union budget should be postponed. Interestingly, it's the first time that the union budget has been preponed to 1st of February. That's a new date which is set for the union budget. Also expecting a reaction from Congress's Ghulam Nabi Azad. As he is there with the other party leaders, the TMC's, Derek O'Brien also there. You have RLD, DMK and JDU leaders also have made their way to Election Commission. They have met the Election Commission. They're coming out right now from that meeting. They have demanded postponement of budget in the wake of UP polls. Earlier it was done in 2012 by former Finance Minister when budget was preponed in the UP polls. Let's take a listen to what he said.
और मीटिंग में ये तय हुआ
तंग हो गया हूँ आपके
बजट सेशन और बजट प्रेजेंटेशन तो इस पे विचार हुआ 2012 में जब विधानसभा
हमारे भाई है रोहित एलसीडी नीचे
उन्होंने
ठीक है
इस पर
अरे भैया यहाँ से नीचे कर रहे हैं
यूपी, पंजाब, उत्तराखंड और दूसरे इलेक्शन के दौरान बजट प्रेजेंट नहीं करना है।
पकड़ लो ना पहुँचा दो आगे ठीक है ना थैंक यू
अपोजिशन की डिमांड
बहुत नीचे करके हाथ नीचे करो कमल केवल तो फ्री करने कहाँ तक अच्छा ठीक है अरे भैया नीचे करो ना हाथ आगे वाला
12 तारीख को सच गया
Or we'll try and get you the audio connection, but right now this is Ghulam Nabi Azad addressing the media after his meeting with the Election Commission. They have one demand: no budget before polls. Now they've said that the union budget should be shifted because EC code of conduct is in place, and budget could announce some subs for the common man, and that will influence the voters. Interestingly, the ally of the BJP, Shiv Sena, has also slammed the centre for trying to bypass the model code of conduct. Finance Minister yesterday had called it a constitutional requirement, saying that they stand by the decision to prepone the budget and it will be introduced on February 1st. Also saying the parties that are right now also claiming and that the budget should be preponed are the same ones which are scared post the demonetization boost that the BJP has got. Among the delegation that met the Election Commission were leaders from the BSP, the SP, JDU, DMK, Congress leading the delegation, and also we're expecting there could be a guideline that could be given out from the Election Commission to the centre government, although it's a prerogative of the centre government to decide whether or not they want to postpone the budget. Already in 2012, a precedent was seen where then Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee had postponed the budget in the wake of UP polls. But yesterday, Finance Minister clearly saying that assembly polls do not have any impact on a central constitutional right and its centre's right to have the budget, and they will not be shifting the budget date, which will be presented on February 1st. So face-off continues ahead of the assembly polls, the first round being fired by the Congress and the opposition unity that one is seeing at the Election Commission. My colleague Supriya joining us on the story. So Supriya, can you take us through what exactly happened at the Election Commission? We're also trying to know what Ghulam Nabi Azad is right now telling the media.
Well, Debina, so far there have been 16 opposition parties who have been saying that somewhere as far as the entire issue of the budget session being preponed, at the same time also the 5 assembly election dates being announced, they're getting clashed, and the Election Commission has to step in. They have to ensure that the budget session is either postponed, and at the same time they're also saying that the Prime Minister or the Finance Minister should not be allowed in the Parliament during the budget session to come up with the announcements which are sort of soaps. So what at the moment the opposition parties led by Congress is saying that the budget session date should be preponed. At the same time also they are saying that there is a precedent of the same. In 2012 a similar situation had occurred, and that time the budget session was delayed till March, and they are saying that keeping that in mind, the entire exercise should happen once again, and the budget session which was preponed by the government, this time it's going to start from 31st of January. 1st February the budget will be tabled on in the Lok Sabha. So they are saying that this entire exercise should take place after the elections are over and the result is announced. Otherwise it is a possibility that government might come up with some announcements which will in a way influence the voter. We are seeing that the fight is happening at two levels, one at the election commission level, another we are hearing that after election commission the opposition parties are mulling that they should actually approach the office of the President of India also. They want to bring this thing into the notice of the President of India, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee. After election commission, where we are at the moment, the Congress headquarters, it is all set to witness a special press conference which will be addressed by two of the candidates, one being Captain Amrinder Singh and second being Mr. Harish Rawat, who is a sitting Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. And there again we are hoping that they will be raising this issue once again as to how the government has in a way tried to clash the dates of the budget session as well as that of assembly.
Well, but this is what the Finance Ministry is saying, that the postponement of budget delays the implementation of it as well. The decision has been taken at the highest level and sticking by it for now. Thanks, Supriya, for joining us. This is a story that it will be a top focus as the poll bugle has been sounded by the Election Commission, and the first face-off which has seen a rare camaraderie between those parties that are fighting elections against each other on the ground at the Election Commission office on postponement of the union budget. More details ahead.